it's Liz, and today's video we are going to talk about setting up realistic expectation for your business. This is good, especially if you're new in direct sales marketing, network marketing industry, or if you're considering starting a business. Now, this is what happens most of the time. Our industry offers you the potential to make as much money as you wish. The more you say yes to yourself, the more money you make in the industry. So there's no glass ceiling. Nobody's gonna pull you back. Nobody's going to tell you cannot be promoted because of your gender, if you're a woman, if you're a man, or your race, or your size, or your education background. It really doesn't matter. In network marketing, the ground is leveled for everybody, right? We all play the same game. What matters is how you play your game to win, right? You do the things that you're supposed to do to win the game. So that's what I actually like about the industry, that they really don't care who you are, where you come from, what's your story, and all that stuff. But people join this type of business with some false expectation, right? I don't know, they realize there are times you'll go to a meeting or be on a webinar or conference call, whatever, and the person that is sharing about the opportunity maybe is somebody who is making a lot of money from the business, their company, whatever company they are with. Or you go to meetings and you see all these people that are making all this money or driving all these cars, and which is all good. That's what you want. And finally, because of all the excitement and the energy and all that, you decide to sign up. But when you sign up, what some people don't understand is that in order for me to get where these people are, I need to put in the work that got them to where they are. So sometimes we just see the success, but we don't see what got those people there. Of course, if you take the time to talk to them, do your due diligence, do your training, attend your conference calls, your webinars, whatever you have within your company. Sometimes people share their stories. A few months ago, I came across a picture that said, success is like an iceberg, or I think the picture's title was the iceberg illusion, right? Where there's one side and there's another side, and you don't get to see one side of it. So it's the same thing with success. I'm gonna try to see if I can find that picture and maybe put it on this video. But the picture said that when it comes to success, what most people see is the success, all right? It's the big check, it's the big car, the nice car, the house, all right? But what most people don't see is the dedication. What most people actually, let me see if I can pull that picture somewhere online and I can share it with you guys. I have it somewhere on Facebook, on my Facebook group. So what most people don't see is the sweat, all right? The hard work. Oh, here it is. All right, so what most people don't see, here it is, the iceberg illusion, all right? Success, all right? On one side, it says what people don't see is the dedication, is the hard work, right? Is the good habits that the people put in the business, is the disappointment. I'm telling you, there's no one successful person has not gone through all these things. They've had their days of disappointments. They've had their days of just putting in, just grinding, hard work, right? What also you don't see is the sacrifice that people make in order for them to be successful. There are times somebody want to go to bed at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I went to bed at 10 o'clock. I'm not always working, but I don't sleep early. But anyway, what I'm saying is people sacrifice their sleep. Sometimes they have a full-time job. I think I did another video where I was talking about you have the time. If you want to find the time to do your business, you will find the time because you can sacrifice, you can cut, whether it's your lunch hour, whether it's your breaks. Yeah, don't you guys get breaks at your job? I think they have this 15 minutes break in the morning and in the afternoon or something like that. I don't know, but even if you don't get breaks, you probably have a 1 hour lunch break which you can use for your business. You can eat on your day, you can eat as you work. So they don't see the disappointment, they don't see the sacrifice, they don't see the failures. You fail so many times, all right? not just in network marketing, but just about anything. Just study some of these successful people. You'll see how many times they failed before they finally got a breakthrough. So I'm not saying that you have to fail all the time, but there are some things that are just not going to work the way you want them to work. And especially when you are in a business whereby you work with other people. You might be committed, but you have a team of people that are not committed. And sometimes that's just your failure. That's just a season that you're going to have to go through. You have this team, you're excited, you're ready to rock, you're doing things for them, but they're like, you put up training, nobody cares. Well, sometimes you just have to go out and replace that group. It doesn't mean that because your team is not excited that you are going to quit. And you might also be able to pick some people from that team and find out what is it I can do for you to get you moving. Sometimes they just need a little bit of encouragement. But sometimes, you just have the wrong people. So you don't see the persistence, you don't see sacrifice, you don't see failure, you don't see persistence and all these other things that we talked about. But any successful person, go to your company. When you go to your next company event, try to talk to some of the top producers. Ask them how they got there, right? Look beyond the check, look beyond the car, look beyond the house, look beyond the glamour and all the stuff we put on Facebook and everything else. But nobody put pictures on Facebook of them grinding, of them hustling, of them crying because things were not going the right way. What people do is they put on Facebook what they want you to see, the picture, the image. So what you want to do is sit down with some successful people, ask them how they got there, and they'll tell you. They were late nights to early morning. People, you've heard of the 5 o'clock club. People who wake up at 5 o'clock to start their day. So they can put in some work early in the morning. So those are the things that sometimes people don't see. So if you're new, or even if you're seasoned in the business, please make sure to set up realistic expectation. Whatever your goal, your vision for your business is, make sure it's realistic. Don't set up something and say, this is my goal and have to get it in the next 1 month, because in 2 months or in 3 months, I'm going to be living the life of the rich and famous. And if I don't make money in the next 3 months, sorry, goodbye, I'm out of here. Gonna find another company or something else to do because it doesn't work. No. That's not how things work in network marketing. And I don't think it's just network marketing, it's any business. You guys watch some of these business, other entrepreneurs outside, watch other entrepreneurs outside of our industry. And I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank. It's a business show that I love to watch and see people's stories and how they started and their struggles and all that, their goals and what they're expecting or where they're expecting to take their business. But you'll see people go through a whole lot. Sometimes we just see them on TV, and when they get that breakthrough after they show up on a TV show, they get the deal. But what we don't see is what they had to go through sometimes to get their companies, to get their businesses started. So anyway, the same thing in our industry. Sometimes maybe we make it sound like it's so easy to make money. You go to the meeting and everybody's excited and everybody's what they say, sell the season, right? So, but you got to step back and say, I need to map my game plan here, right? I need to have some clear guideline, blueprint of what I'm going to do in order for me to achieve my goals or my dream, whatever it is that your why is. All right, so you can't just go with the flow and just get excited about this thing over here that you're going to achieve, but you don't have a guide, you don't have it mapped out. How are you going to get there? What's your mission? Right? What's your personal goal? What is your team's goal? Because in this industry, you work with other people, yeah? You don't work alone. So you always have a personal goal that you're working with, or you have your own vision about what you want to achieve from the business. But you also have a team mission. You have a team's goal, right? What is your goal for your team? Whether you have team members right now or not, your future team, right? You should have that clearly written down. How are you going to help them to get there? So when you're writing out these things and mapping out your plan, understand, who am I going to work with to get from here to there? How am I going to help them to achieve their own goals? Because at the end of the day, people don't care about you making money. They care that they make money. Yeah, that's what they want to know. What's in it for me? So you clearly can't just have you can have a mindset of me, because you cannot get there alone. You have to, yes, no, define what it is that you want from the business. But then in order to get there, you have to figure out and map out what you're going to do, how you are going to help your team, so that when you help them achieve their goals, when you help them achieve their dreams, it will automatically help you achieve yours. All right, because this is a people business. You don't do this by yourself. All right, so that is something I wanted to share. So don't get caught up in the hype and the sizzle, or whatever you want to call it, and forget that there's a lot of sacrifices you have to make along the way. Now, that doesn't mean you kill yourself. It doesn't mean you don't have a life. I did another video where I say don't let your business own you, and some of you might interpret that to mean don't work hard. No, you just have to map out what you're going to do. But at the same time, of course, you can move on if you're burnt out, if you can't breathe. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is you sacrifice, you work, you focus. When you set 2 hours aside to work your business, make sure there are no distractions. Just make sure that 2 hours you're working your business, whether you're doing something online, whether you are making calls, whether you're doing some training, new team members training, orientation. I don't know what you guys have or you call them in your company, but make sure that 2 hours or whatever, 3 hours is totally 100% dedicated to the business. You can be online writing a business blog post, but at the same time, one of your eyes is on Facebook trying to see what everybody else is posting on Facebook. Yeah, you can't be on the phone coaching a new team member, and at the same time you are browsing through Facebook or Twitter or whatever other forums, social media sites. So you can do that. Your 100% focus has to be on the person you're talking to, so you give them your undivided attention. So that's what I wanted to share today, that be willing to put in the work, people. Don't have false expectation, and you're not going to make 6-figure or become a millionaire overnight. It's not going to happen. You've had that many times, but sometimes I wonder whether we know what that means, because you still see people do something for 6 months and they say it doesn't work. So before you quit, or before you say it doesn't work, make a list of all the things you've done. Going to a meeting is not work. It's good to go to meetings. It's good to be on conference call. It's good to watch a video like this one. All good, because you get empowered and you get the knowledge maybe of things that you need to do. But at the end of the day, what matters is the work you put in. You can watch all the videos on YouTube. You can go to every meeting, your company's meeting, until you go to other companies' meetings. All right? At the end of the day, what is going to save you is you putting into practice what you're learning. All right? You don't want to just end up with information overload. Okay? You have all this knowledge, you have all this information, but you haven't done anything with it. Right? So be productive. Put what you're learning into practice. So if you're watching somebody, or you're going to a meeting and they're teaching you, this is how you do this offline, this is how you network, this is where you find people, or this is how you do things online, this is how you find people who are looking for home-based businesses, this is how you connect with them, this is how you build your list, this is how you use social media, this is how you blog for business, this is how you close people. You have to be able to apply those things in your business before you say, I'm out of here. So next time you find yourself thinking about quitting, let's make a list of all the things you've done. I'm talking about the actual work that you put in. Say to me, this is my calendar. Pull your calendar and say, hey, listen, here's my calendar. Look at all these appointments. I have these bookings. I did this presentation. Here are my videos that I've done about the business. Here are my blog posts for those of us that blog. There's a tweak to that. So let me just say that don't go out there and start writing blogs about your company and all that stuff. You might have problems with that. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do it the right way. So just stay tuned. But yeah, make a list of things that you have done. All right. So you can check, you can say, my calendar was full check. I made this presentation. I helped my team do XYZ. So you can see that you've been putting in the work before you say it doesn't work and I'm out of here, right? But you'll find that if you put in the work, if you do the things that you're supposed to do to become successful, you won't even find yourself in a place where you want to quit unless you have decided to actually do something else. In most cases, people will just sit around for like 6 months and not even educate themselves about the business or track themselves or figure out. You have to know how your business works, you guys. Anyway, go watch my video about know your numbers, or I think it's play to win. You have to know the rules of the game before you play the game, because being in a company for 6 months, 8 months, a year, and you have no clue how the company works, you have no clue, you don't know how to track yourself, you cannot do a presentation, you don't know the compensation plan if you had to explain to somebody how it works. That to me is a waste of your time and money, because it does cost you money to stay with these companies, and if you're not making money, it's a waste of your time and money. So educate yourself so you're not wasting your money and get to a place whereby you feel like, oh my gosh, I wasted an entire $1,000 or $2,000 and I didn't make any money. So start doing the things that you are supposed to do to move you towards the direction of your dreams or your goals, right? So that's all I'm going to share with you today. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. I appreciate, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.